We want to get a house that's not a new build. Officially sold the house. Probably still be in this house at Christmas.
We will look at other houses that are not new.
I've actually pulled out of the second viewing. Good morning. So we are straight to it this morning. We've got a really exciting day ahead of us. Me and Callum are actually getting pictures of our house taken tomorrow so we can sell it. So we've both completely penciled out today for tidying, sorting out, all of the above. We've had a slight setback this morning because Callum's had to do an emergency electrical call out for one of his family members. So he is currently out of the house. We are also going to be taking Remy somewhere nice once Callum gets back. So I've just started doing a few little jobs. Hey baby. I thought it would be really nice to document, first of all, it's a part of our house journey, which is continuing. I feel like it's just come around so quickly. A couple of years passes so quickly in our house. I mean, I feel like the first year was kind of written off to big works in the house, getting things done. So we've had a year and a half, 2 years of just enjoying the space that we've created. And it just feels so quick that we're now going, right, okay, let's have a look at what else is going on. Feels like a good time to do it because we've got no reason to leave, if that makes sense. We want to get a house that's not a new build. We want to get a house that we can do stuff to. So yeah, we are gonna hopefully sell our house this year, which is just crazy. And then, fingers crossed, who knows, I imagine that we'll probably still be in this house at Christmas. Yeah, we'll be on to the next project, be able to really get our teeth into some home renovation projects again, which will be really nice. I will check back in with you when we are doing more cleaning. Hello. I'm having a little pit stop and I'm gonna make myself another cup of tea and I'm actually gonna drink some water. I have absolutely gutted the pantry and we've minimalised the downstairs. Put Remy's crate down, clothes and this unit that we need to sort out, but everything is feeling a lot more put together. Callum's upstairs, he's been dusting and cleaning the blinds, and then I'm gonna go up there and we're gonna just sort and gut a few things because we were like, well, whilst we're doing this clean, rather than just shoving stuff into a cupboard, we might as well actually just be thorough with what we're doing because it's going to help when we move anywhere. Still going, but I think we've lost the will to live. Garden is pretty much finished. It didn't take long, to be fair, so we're just trying to round off things, but you know when it's just you're moving things from room to room. But what I have done is I've just organised this and also organised the inside, so I'm feeling pretty happy about that. I thought I would quickly just film this little update because things are happening with the house and they just happen so quickly that I'm like, if I don't film an update, it's all just going to pass and then it'll be irrelevant. Videoed when we were tidying our house the other day, and the next day on Monday the photographer came round, took the pictures of our house, and today's Thursday, right, so it's only been 3 days. Callum was sent the kind of brochure overview on Tuesday. He signed that off, and then yesterday our house went live on the website and also live on Rightmove. So not this weekend but next weekend we are having an open house. Not much sure how many people will be there yet, but in 24 hours we've had 3 people book on, which is quite good going, I suppose. We did actually have a house pop up yesterday and we were like, oh, we'd probably go and see that house. It's always worth checking it out if it ticks the majority of the boxes, unless it's a non-negotiable. And this ticks our 2 non-negotiables. They're actually not taking house viewings until our house is under offer. It is actually later the same day, but we have updates. I actually haven't checked with Callum if we've had any more people book onto our showing, but Callum has been inquiring, and we've never thought, or I've never thought of ourselves, and certainly Callum hasn't, thought of ourselves as new build estate people. We've always said we would get an old house. We're happy to do work to a house, so we'd kind of rather go for somewhere that one, needs the work, and two, typically comes with a bit more land, so then you can extend. Going against everything I've just said, Callum's actually booked us a slot to go and view some houses on a new build estate. So that's fun and games. I feel like it's a completely different experience. Some of them are like going to be built in like 6 months time. So yeah, we are just going to go and have a little peruse. And then on top of that, we have actually found a house that's literally come on the market today. Literally as I was driving home, Callum sent me the link, and Callum has booked in a viewing for the same, no, not for the same day, for the same day as our open house. So this weekend we're going to go to the new builds. Next weekend we've got our open house, and then however many hours after the open house we are going to go and view a non-new build. This is a house that is cheaper than the new build house, but is a shell. Really exciting. Can't wait to bring you along. We're just on a dog walk. I thought I'd take the opportunity to update you on our housing experience yesterday. So we went to New Build Estate, viewed a house. It was a 3-bedroom house, and it was one that was within our budget, and they had a show home of it, so we had a look around, and we weren't actually a fan of the layout of it. It felt quite small. We went into all 4 show homes that were there. We went into the 2-bed, which is obviously not what we're looking for, but the layout of the 2-bed was so much better, wasn't it, Cal?
It was.
And we've actually since seen a paper, like there's another variety of 2-bed house that has an even better layout, and they just felt so big. Especially compared to where we're at now. It was like all new builds just feel a lot wider because they have to have disabled access and stuff. Then we went into a 3-bed that was way out of our budget, but it got us thinking that that was more the size, like plot of land that we would want. Pardon?
Guaranteed that we didn't like the other one.
Yeah, do you know what? It really helped actually going into the other house. And when we went back into the office with the people, there is a 3-bed that is in the middle. So it's like top end of our budget, but it ticks the boxes of what we would want. Anyway, we've kind of got to wait until we have hopefully sold our house after our viewings next week. And then we're going to speak to our mortgage advisor in the meantime, see if it is something that we can accommodate comfortably, because we don't want to stretch ourselves too far. We may organise, if all of that is good to go, a site visit to the actual plot that's available. If that plot was to go, that kind of thing, then we would have to wait until the next of that type of house was built. That's where we're kind of at. Bit of a waiting game, and we were left with lots to think about.
Making us think of, let's work out our real budget, because we've not actually, we've only done the budget from 4 months ago, 3 months ago, however long it was.
And I think there's also a big thing, like I think with new builds everyone's like, oh, you don't have a lot of space, XYZ, but our house has so much less space than the 2-beds that these houses offer. So
and we make
in that
space.
sense, it's kind of like, I don't know what people go on about in terms of the lack of space, unless they're just talking about lack of land.
People are cluttered, but we will look at other houses that are not new builds.
Yeah. Guys, I'm flashing red, but I just thought I'd give you a quick update. We have actually pulled out of the second viewing, not because we are like sold on the first viewing, although pretty good. Lots of thoughts and feelings on it, but because we've just come to the realization we need to be able to basically move into a property that's not a complete shell. There needs to at least be like a functioning kitchen, like, you know, semi-functioning at the bare minimum. We can't really go into a property and have to instantly install a full kitchen. It's just not what's gonna work for us in terms of our just like our setup. We've got 2 more days. We've got quite a few bookings booked for Saturday. So I'll check back in once the open house is finished, and we're really hoping that potentially within a week, 2 weeks max, fingers crossed, manifesting hard, of the open house, that we will hopefully have an offer in process, a sale. Just quickly picking up my camera to check in. I'm about to leave. I've got everything packed up at the door. This is everything and Remy ready to go, and yeah, everything is basically set for our house, open house actually. So this is the living room. Just thought I'd give you a quick, this is like everything minimal, smelling nice because of the rain. Kitchen's looking nice and minimal and smelling good. Remy, you're being a good boy, aren't you? Stairs, we've removed the baby gates and things because obviously that's just a Remy prevention. Had to keep this shut because Remy's paws. But yeah, nice airy bedroom. So we're gonna go now, aren't we, darling? Should we go? Hopefully in a couple of days' time we have some really good news. Guys, we have officially sold the house. Pretty crazy, it's pretty wild. I feel like so much has happened since I last checked in. Open house was a success. 10 people came to view. One of the viewings returned again in the afternoon with her partner so that they could see it together because she really liked it. Sunday we were kind of chilling, twiddling our thumbs, really actually quite anxious, I think we both were, really, just to know whether this was going to be a hard long slog or whether it was going to be like a quick sale, that kind of thing, and then obviously what we're going to be getting for the house. Monday we had an email for the offers. We had 2 offers, one slightly under, one slightly over. The decision was pretty much made for us because both buyers were in a first time buying position. When it came down to it, it really was just down to the numbers. We confirmed that yesterday. It is now Wednesday. Today I actually went to the new build site to view the house that you will have seen a little clip of already, and I feel like I have manifested so hard. The numbers are crazy. I could go on and on and on about the cost of house prices in general, the cost of house prices in the south of England, and interest rates. I could literally do a full video on this. Yeah, we've been toying with a lot of different things. We kind of got to a point where, like, do we buy a house with our original kind of priced budget, what we thought we'd be buying for, but the area that we're looking in, they are complete doer-uppers. A majority of them don't have a working kitchen. So then we were like, well, let's look at slightly higher priced houses. They had working kitchens, they had working bathrooms, and if that's what we needed to do, we would obviously do that because it's functional, we can bide our time with it. But then we looked at this new build estate and the house prices of these new builds aren't too much more than like top-end house price. So then we're like, well, you know, to have all your flooring laid, to have a pretty much a blank canvas, to be able to go in and we pretty much would be able to do what we've done here over there. You know, you don't have to rip anything crazy out, the structure's already there. The particular plot we're looking at, you know, it has the utility, it has the ensuite, so we'd literally just be working with the space we've got. So we've been leaning towards that. Anyway, today I went to see the plot because now we've officially sold, now we're officially under offer. The new build estate said that they would let me see the plot. It was just really great. Yeah, really love the space. Again, not getting too ahead of myself before things are like crossed, dotted, checked 3 times through. Anyway, they're my predictions. I'm gonna leave this here and I hopefully will be picking back up with you soon. I'll probably check in on Sunday. Clearly we have some updates. I actually can't remember the last time that I checked in, but I have started editing this video together, and I had said there's so many things that me and Callum have said in this video where we've literally gone against it. And also I was like, oh, I'll probably upload this relatively quickly, and I am pretty much still in that window of time, but actually I thought it would only be like a small segment of the journey that I would be uploading, and then I'd do like a part 2, and it kind of turns out, hey big boy, that I'm gonna be doing basically all in one video because it's just happening really quickly. Anyway, what can we update them on, Remy? Callum is currently on his way to the post box to put our letters, we've basically signed contract, which is just crazy. So I can't remember for the life of me where we left off, but just to rewind, we actually, did we view any of the properties? I don't think we did. We viewed the new builds and then we cancelled our next viewing because it just wasn't ticking the boxes, and then we were weighing up lots of different things. I told you obviously that we sold this house, that has all been kind of going really well, and then the new build estate kind of said they wanted things wrapped up in 8 weeks, and we were like, whoa, this is crazy. Lucky me and Callum are really on it, and the woman who's buying our house is really on it as well. The last 2 or 3 weeks have just been filled with emails, signing, paperwork, identity checks. It did at one point get really intense and we had like 12 documents in one evening to do, and where me and Callum are trying to do things really quickly and be on it, it was just a lot. So yeah, everything's just been ticking over, and we've basically been sat in a window of time waiting for like searches to come back. There's all the questions to and fro in between people. So yeah, it's really nice that it's been quick for us. It is the 4th of November. Callum, what house are we in?
Poxy. Original one.
Sorry, the rain music's on for Remy. It's not poxy. We're very grateful for the roof over our heads.
I hate it.
But yeah, we haven't moved. We'll let you know when we know. Guys, we have good news. It is today the 8th of November, and yesterday we finally, literally at literally 5 p.m. yesterday, we exchanged. It has been an intense week. I can't remember whether I mentioned that a further inquiry was brought up on the day that we were planned to exchange, and so now it's a week on from then. Finally the inquiry's been resolved, so this is officially our penultimate weekend in the house. Yeah, it's all pretty official now. I'm not gonna lie, I got to a point where I just kind of thought maybe this all has been a bit too good to be true. I thought we're gonna be those unlucky people that at the last point it all falls apart. All exciting stuff. Really excited to get going. I'm feeling more relieved than anything. I suppose we'll update you when we're dropping our keys off and when we're officially in. This is the final lock of the door. In she goes.
Oh shit, we've got something.